Mermaid Demon's Redemption. In a forgotten corner of the sea, where the waters grew dark and the moonlight seldom touched the waves, there lived a mermaid named Bina. She was no ordinary mermaid, for she was cursed by the depths to carry the soul of a demon within her aquatic form. Bina's beauty was unparalleled. Her hair shimmered like the midnight sky, and her eyes glowed with an eerie luminescence that drew sailors in like moths to a flame. But it was her voice that was most captivating of all. When Bina sang, her melodic tones echoed through the vast expanse of the ocean, enchanting any who heard it. The fishermen who dared to venture into her waters could not resist the pull of her song, and they would sail closer and closer, their minds lost to her bewitching melody. But as the ships drew near, they would suddenly be ensnared by treacherous currents and jagged rocks that seemed to materialize out of thin air. The sailors would struggle in vain, unable to escape the clutches of the underwater tempest Bina summoned. And as their ships splintered and sank, their terrified screams would merge with her haunting song, creating a symphony of horror that echoed through the depths. The nearby coastal village had heard the chilling tales of the beautiful mermaid who lured men to their doom, and they lived in fear of her siren call. But there was one young fisherman named Elias who was determined to break the cycle of tragedy. He had lost his father and older brother to the sea, and he was haunted by the thought of their souls trapped in Bina's curse. One fateful night, as the moon hung low and the waves whispered of danger, Elias set sail alone, guided by the stories of the mermaid demon. He had prepared for the encounter, bringing with him a necklace adorned with a powerful protective charm passed down through generations. As Bina's song began to weave its enchanting spell, Elias felt the familiar pull, but he clung to his resolve. He clasped the protective charm around his neck, and its magic shielded him from the lure of her voice. He rowed with all his might, resisting the currents that tried to steer him astray. Bina, sensing his resistance, grew furious. Her voice turned from alluring to monstrous, a cacophony of anguished cries and sinister laughter. But Elias pressed on, his heart fueled by determination and the memory of his lost family. With a final burst of strength, Elias rowed through the maelstrom and into a calm pocket of water near the rocky shore. Bina's wails of frustration echoed in the distance as he stepped onto solid ground, victorious. Elias knew he couldn't destroy the cursed mermaid, but he hoped to break the cycle of death she wrought upon the fisherman. He took a deep breath and sang a song of his own, a song of forgiveness and release. His words carried across the waves, touching Bina's tormented soul. For the first time in centuries, Bina's monstrous form transformed, and she emerged from the water in her true mermaid guise. Her eyes were no longer malevolent, but filled with a mixture of gratitude and sorrow. With a mournful yet hopeful smile, she sank beneath the waves, disappearing into the depths. From that day on, the waters grew calmer, and the tales of the mermaid demon named Bina faded into legend. Elias became a beacon of strength and hope for his village, reminding them that even the most cursed souls could find redemption through compassion and courage. And as the moonlight gently kissed the waves, the memory of Bina's haunting voice became a reminder of the power of the human spirit to overcome even the darkest of enchantments.